My name's Chris Wallace. I am the CEO of UltraDAO Studios and the project lead for the Woodies project. UltraDAO really was born out of a project called Botanica, where there was a bunch of different factions that were organized, and they were all competing against one another to sort of collect these really rare and interesting one-of-one flowers that were designed by the artist Liquid Density, who is a friend of mine. And so we actually wanted to be extremely competitive. And so we threw out the idea of let's start a DAO and just pool all of our funds and buy all of the flowers. While we didn't end up buying everything, we did end up organizing a DAO and started collecting. And really the aim for us when we first started was to collect sort of historical and culturally important sort of NFT artifacts on the blockchain. So, we started collecting, and then things progressed from there, turned into more of a creation of IP and art sort of vibe. We basically want to create a really artist-led and creator-led ecosystem where we all can collaborate together, we can create, work on new ideas together, and really just help each other. Really what we want to be is sort of a resource for those folks who come in and really want to do something but don't know how to get started, or they need collaborators to be successful. So the creator membership really offers that community and allows people to kind of come into the space in a better way, to where they understand more about what they're able to accomplish. Looking at decentralization as a critical component to ownership is something that we're very interested in as a creative studio. The Woodies project is a really good example, but we want to create more projects that sort of share that decentralized ownership model, whether that's CCO or hybrid like Woodies, where there's we have a core character collection or a generative collection where some of the IP rights are with us and some of the IP rights are with the holders. We want to explore and sort of experiment, and that's where we're bringing in creators to really work together on those types of projects.
With UltraDAO being one of the first DAOs to come together with creators and truly launch some great projects, it has set the bar for other creator-led organizations and what that looks like in both Web3 and where those properties cross over into Web2 in the mainstream in the future to continue to grow the entire ecosystem. UltraPass really taps into the collector ecosystem of NFTs and is a great dichotomy to the creator ecosystem that UltraDAO has built with the creator membership. So UltraPass holders get access to different drops that are curated from the UltraDAO community of creators. So in this 3-year membership, the UltraPass can be staked to level up and gain even more access and rewards over time.
It initially started out just as a big group chat where a bunch of artists and a few collectors, were kind of all just there talking, right? And we just sort of gathered around art, right? Around NFTs, and it was more of like this beacon for everyone. When we first started Woodies, we wanted to take advantage of the talent that we actually had within the DAO itself. And so I put out a call for a bunch of different specific roles, which just so happened, to fit perfectly with the talent that we had in the DAO. And so we brought in very specific artists that were already interested in doing that type of art. We just happened to have all that talent in the DAO, which was really, really cool. Obviously, Gossamer, working with Goss has been a tremendous pleasure, and honestly is one of the most exciting opportunities that I've had to work with an artist. Meeting Psych actually worked on Woodies. He did some of the concept art and whatnot. Meeting Psych was a really cool opportunity. Obviously, he didn't continue on with that project and did Deadfellaz, but there's been so many artists where it's just you have no idea where things are going and what's going to develop after. It's been such an interesting thing to watch, and the level of talent really, even with artists that maybe haven't had that breakout moment yet, the level of talent is just insane across the entire DAO. Really, my goal is to highlight them and put a spotlight on their art and what they're doing and accomplishing. anytime that you're looking to enter a space like this, the first step is really diving in and learning as much as you can, entering existing communities and being a participant first. Get to know artists, get to know collectors, sort of understand like what are people looking for in the way that a drop happens, or in the type of drops that they're looking for, the type of art that they're into. Get a good sense for what people have done that maybe failed in the past, and what people have done that has been successful. And above all else, just be unique.